Hey, what is up everybody? Zerofatzreturns here, coming at you on behalf of AdventuresOnTheRiver.com. Just give me a second, I want to get a drink of this water. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys today about an idea, right? There's this idea, okay, about skepticism and this idea about vision, right? And these two things are like constantly in battle in a lot of our minds, you know. You'll see like an information product that'll say, hey man, I'm going to show you how to make $100,000 this year filling out surveys or whatever, you know. You'll see it and you'll think like, man, wouldn't that be nice? And you kind of have this vision in your mind of doing this and that it might work. And then you have this this skepticism that says, oh, it's probably bullshit. That's probably not going to work, you know. And that's the skepticism, right? And the thing about the vision and the skepticism is like a healthy dose of skepticism is good, man. It's healthy, right? It's good. It's going to keep you from getting into trouble. You don't want to spend your whole year filling out surveys trying to make $100,000. It's probably not a good idea. It's a bad investment. And like that healthy dose of skepticism should help you come to that conclusion. The problem is when the skepticism gets too big and it smothers the vision, right? Because the part of your brain that came up with that vision is probably like a little bit more artistic. It's a little bit more creative, and it's constantly coming up with ways to make you happy. It's coming up with ways and these ideas and these things that you might be able to try and do that would probably make you happy, you know? And like the thing about like that example, filling out the surveys, why would someone come up with this crazy idea of I'm going to fill out surveys for the year and I'm going to make $100,000? Probably because they saw a website that said, hey, you can do this, you know, and it seems like it's going to be a really easy way to make money. It's probably easier than what they do for money right now, you know. They probably hate their job, they probably don't have a lot of time, and man, that seems really easy to just sit on my computer for a couple hours a day and click some surveys and make a bunch of money, and all of a sudden I'm making bank, right? And their mind was just, you know, it came up with this idea to do it, you know, the creative side of their brain came up with this idea, right? And then that skeptic kind of beat it down. And, you know, some people, you know, they go through with those ideas, you know, and some people don't. You know, it depends on if their skepticism wins out over their vision. Well, here's what I'm saying, right? Let me just get to the point, because I know you guys are probably getting tired of listening to me ramble on. A healthy dose of skepticism is a good thing, right? But not at the risk of suffocating your vision. Now, if you have a vision to do something, and maybe that's a bad example, because the survey thing I don't think is a great idea, you know. You'll probably end up just, you know, wasting a lot of time and not making a lot of money. But some ideas are good, okay? Like if I said, hey, I know this guy down the road, he used to deliver pizzas to me, and now he's making 6 figures a year, you know, selling wholesale on Amazon. You might think, I don't know, dude, it kind of sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. I don't know if I believe that or not. You might think that. But the fact of the matter is, you know, that's a true story. You know, it's not someone who lives down the road from me, but it happens to be someone who I just interviewed a few days ago for the AdventuresOnTheRiver.com website. You know, his name's Daniel Johannes, and you know, he actually has a website. You can check it out at littlesliceofthepie.com. You know, the guy used to deliver pizzas. A few years later, here we are. He's selling wholesale, making 6 figures a year, getting ready to release his book, right? About how he did it. That's a real story. Now you might think in your mind, I don't know, dude, I don't know if that's for real, this sounds like a scam to me. But the thing about it is, dude, it's not a scam. It's for real. And you know, if you believe stuff like that's a scam, it's time for you to wake up, okay? Because the world is changing, you know? 15 or 20 years ago, a guy like me, in a town like this, where I live, I'd be working at like the machine shop down the road, right? That's where I would have been 15, 20 years ago. Playing my guitar at bars on the weekend. Working at the factory through the week to support my family. About 45 to 50 hours a week. That would have been my life 10 or 15 years ago. But you guys need to wake up. It's 2015. And those days are over, man. More and more and more and more people are making a living online. The point is, it's good to have a little bit of skepticism. But here's healthy skepticism to me, okay? Well, you guys might think different because, everybody's different. When I'm looking to buy a course, or when I'm looking to invest in some kind of tool or something like that, here's my skepticism, man. I really hope this works. Will it work? Like, I'm not sure. And what I'll do is I'll research it, alright? I'll see if I can find any research about the product, and then I'll see if I can find any social proof about the product. Can I find anybody who's actually used this thing that I can talk to, or I can at least see what they wrote about it? I'll do that, right? And and then what I'll do is I'll kind of write down like how I plan on using the product. What am I going to use this for? What is my goal with this product? But look, man, if they pass and they pass and they pass, and that thing is going to help me, then eventually I got to jump. Eventually I have to execute and take action. And then I have to actually use the stuff I learn in that course and apply it to my productive stuff that I'm doing. Because you figure you got the stuff you do that like helps you learn things and like it inspires you, and then you got the stuff you do that actually makes you money, right? The thing about skepticism is this, right? Healthy doses are great. Don't let skepticism smother and suffocate your vision. If my vision is to make a full-time income selling ebooks, or to make 6 figures a year selling ebooks, okay, I cannot let skepticism suffocate that vision. I have to find a way to make that happen. If it's not going to be this way, then what way? How can I make it happen? And so here's my thing. You have to be 100% committed to your vision, all right? And then you can't let your skepticism smother or suffocate your vision. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, the idea of skepticism and vision, because I get so many people on on this channel and on my website talking about hey, thanks for helping me with this, you've been a huge inspiration to me, I appreciate you and stuff like that. I love that. But as many of those people who email me, or as many of those people who leave me comments, I also get a very healthy dose of people who doubt that these things can work. They doubt these things can work, and they're very vocal about it, And it makes me sad because I know that their doubt is not hurting me. Their doubt is hurting them. Their doubt is only hurting them, If they've done their research and they see other people that have made money off of it and it's worked for them, and then they've done their social proof, they've done the research on me as a person, or they've done the research on whatever they're looking to buy, and they see that everything kind of checks out, this person's stand up, blah blah blah, not any complaints, everyone seems to like this stuff, and then it kind of comes down to, have they kind of come up with a plan on how they could use this thing? And if they've come up with a plan on how they could use this thing and how they can make it work, and then they're still filled with all these weird doubts, and then they vocalize them to me, I feel sorry for those people, man, because the thing about it is, like, it's their skepticism, it's like suffocating their vision, It's doubt. It's just doubt. There's no true reason for it, because they've planned it all out in their mind. They've got as much proof as they're ever going to get. There's no more proof that they're going to get on the internet. They got some social proof. They see that this person's reputable, but there's something going on in their mind where their skepticism is just like suffocating their vision, and it's keeping them from moving forward, and I really feel sorry for them. A healthy dose of skepticism is great, but you're going to need to hold on to your vision, and you can't worry about what everybody else thinks and what everyone else is doing. You can't worry about all this self-doubt. If you've seen the numbers on paper, then you're good to go, man. If you see that this cat here is trying to teach you something, is a good cat, and he's not trying to rip anybody off, and then you see other people saying, yeah, man, I'm making money off of this, and it's working. And then you write down on paper how you could make it work. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Just do it, man. Just do it and give it a shot. You know, there's no excuse. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, in my immediate area where I live, I mean, there's so much skepticism, man. There is so much skepticism. But in the world online, the people I talk to in the world I live in online, I mean, dude, I'm watching it happen around me. It's not just me. Okay, like I told you, 15 years ago, man, I'd be working in a factory playing bars on the weekend with music. Now, man, I'm working completely online from my home. I'm my own boss. I mean, that's the information age. Okay, we are in this information age, and right now, man, this is not an anomaly. People can make this happen right now. That is the world you live in right now. You don't have to take my word for it. Look around you. See how often you see people online every day in your neighborhood, when you go to work, you know, when you're driving around. See how many people you see connected on the internet every day. Honestly. People are very, very comfortable with Facebook. They're very, very comfortable with Amazon, and they're very, very, very comfortable with YouTube. Those are three things right there. Facebook, Amazon, YouTube. You could go nowhere else on the internet. Just those three sites. And you could make a full-time living. I swear to God, you could double your income as what you're making right now with those three sites. You wouldn't have to go anywhere else. Just those three sites. Amazon, Facebook, YouTube. You would double your income in 1 year if you just put in the effort and figured out what the hell you were doing. Okay, the jump from whatever you're doing right now to just making a full-time income online, I mean, it's a little bit more challenging than just going out and getting another job, but with all the information and all the resources out there on the internet right now, it's not that much more challenging, okay? All it takes is a commitment. All it takes is like, hey dude, you know what? I'm gonna make money online. I need to pick a path. I need to go. That's all I need to do. And then you commit to it and you go, and dude, you'll be doing it. You'll be doing it. I'm no rocket scientist. If I can do this, you can do it. I mean, I see the skepticism damaging people sometimes. I mean, I see it. I mean, I can almost see it, but I can't stop people from doubting. I mean, I can see how it's like crippling them, but I can't stop it. I mean, you know, like if someone's doubting something and I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I mean, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened. Oh, well, you know, what I don't think is blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's like, dude, are you kidding me? So, anyways, I think that's it for this video before I just go on all night long. But, hey, listen, man. I appreciate you all being a part of this channel, okay? Zerofatzreturns is a special part of my life, okay? And I'm being honest with you from the bottom of my heart. I love this channel, man. Here's one thing I want to say, and if you've made it to the end of this video, then I commend you. You're a soldier. But here's one thing I want to say. I'm not going to keep on responding to negative feedback, okay? If you get insulting with me, if you insult me with negative feedback, if you insult my character, I mean, there's a good chance I'm just going to block you, okay? Because this channel is not for you. This channel is for the believers. This channel is for people who want to better themselves. And man, this channel is for people who are interested in a positive environment. Okay, this channel is not for negative people. This channel is not for people who just live to doubt. This channel is not for people who have been suffocated by skepticism. Man, if you want to doubt, if you've been suffocated by skepticism, dude, that's your thing. That's your problem. Only you can fight out of that. Okay? This channel is not for you. So if you come on my channel and you leave me a giant 3-page essay about how I suck and how the things I teach suck and you know, it's never gonna work and I just rip people off and stuff like that, dude, don't expect me to try to convince you of anything. There's a good chance I'll probably just block you because I don't want your skepticism and your negativity bleeding over into people who are, you know, struggling to believe in themselves and to make something happen, you know. But anyways, other than that, man, I hope everybody's doing awesome out there, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.